Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Joan C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Here comes the offense on first down.
42 Spider. 4
From the gun, the ground game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Running back searching for a hole. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11.
He's tackled at the 11-yard line. Brings up 8.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Now adjusting. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
7, Arizona, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Arizona in a hurry.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another 1st down. The inside handoff. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. Fast motion from the offense. Pulls and fires complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wildcats! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Offense set on 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he'll be brought down.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
They'll leave it with him. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll run it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Reads it, fires complete. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw him just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allow the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Arizona. What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it.
And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all deep. Play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Figlin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Comes out throwing on first down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On second down, just keeps firing. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he can get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Heddleston. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Arizona comes out with another 1st down. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky.
Touchdown, Wildcats. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Gonna let it fly. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Marshall quick to the line. The back goes in motion. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Marshall! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
24, Marshall, 14.
He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wide out in motion. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fast motion from the offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, there's the ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead, plus 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is intercepted. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. He's off to the races. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Marshall quick to the line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They'll run for it on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. First down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat across the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Well, that changed things a bit after the penalty. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Zings it complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down.
Get set. Unlock. Check. Flip it.
Using his legs, it's Heddleston. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Here's the handoff. Tackled, but he has a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Roll it. Check. Can.
They'll try the left side. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.